Good afternoon, everybody. My name again is Doug Dillon. I'm the Senior Vice President in charge of commercial lending for Industrial Bank. Let me tell you a little bit about myself and a little bit about the bank after that. I have a 21-year career in commercial lending. I've lent in a number of different locations, including the south side of Chicago, Kansas City, and also here in Washington, D.C., in the Maryland area, mostly Prince George's County, for the last 11 years. And the common denominator has always been sort of inner city or urban communities. And so the challenges in inner city or urban communities are that those communities have historically been underserved by commercial lenders. And so that manifests itself in a number of ways. It manifests itself in one way that usually one of the big problems that we come up with is that as we're sitting across the table from each other, collateral can sometimes be a big issue. That's one of the first things that people always seem to want to talk about, collateral. And Shelley and I would be probably two of the people that we're most likely to be sitting right across the table from. Most of the folks here are my bankers in a way, because they're providing credit enhancements so that we're able to do deals that we otherwise would not be able to do. For instance, Tim Smoot is way down at the other end of the table. This is like a Thanksgiving of like a financial family here. Got the long table and everything. But Tim Smoot and I have worked on a deal that I know we would not have been able to get done at the bank without the help of Ms. Bidfoot. So I'm grateful not only to you for being here, but to all these people here who have participated in the success of Industrial Bank over time. A little bit about Industrial. We are a bank. We're not quite 130 years old. Been around since 1934. So what does that work out to? 70, 80 years, I think it is. And we're about a $350 million bank in terms of our total assets, $140 million in commercial loans, plus we also have a residential mortgage unit that I don't know the exact number on right now because I'm not over there. But in terms of our geographic presence, we're primarily in Washington, D.C., most of our branches, but we also have 2 branches in Prince George's County, in Oxon Hill, and in Forestville. And we do a lot of business in Prince George's County as well. Our mission is to promote the economic empowerment of a diverse community. And so what that means is that we're not just looking for loans on Wisconsin Avenue in D.C. or that like. We're on the eastern part of D.C. We're in Prince George's County. Less of a presence in Virginia, to be quite honest, but we're mainly in the District of Columbia and Prince George's County. And diverse in a number of ways. We don't have a specific target market that we're going after, target industry that we're going after. Just to give you an idea, I was just writing down some things that we've done. We've provided financing for a very popular soul food restaurant here in Prince George's County. We're looking at a cybersecurity firm right now. We've done a lot of church lending in the past. We've lent for multifamily apartment buildings. We've lent to micro lenders who are performing a great job in the community. I'm looking at a small manufacturing deal right now, not-for-profit organizations, and also a trucking company that we've lent to. That's to give you a flavor of the diversity of the kind of industries that we lend in. We utilize the Small Business Administration. I myself am an SBA lender from way back. That's how I cut my teeth in lending a long time ago in Chicago. We are an SBA Express lender, Patriot Express. We've used a 504 program from time to time, which all of those are great programs, and we can go into more detail about them. We're currently looking at expanding our usage of the Federal Home Loan Bank so that we can provide letters of credit and then have the FHLB of Atlanta wrap around a guarantee around the letter of credit. That's something that's very helpful to people who are looking to go to the market with their deals to find investors. Also the USDA, the U.S. Department of Transportation short-term lending program. Ms. Biff, as I mentioned, we've utilized in the past. And I'd say that the key difference between us and many other community banks that are focused on the areas that we're focused on and the communities that we're focused on is that we're constantly trying to look for a way to say yes. I can tell you, I've spent much of this week working on a deal. It's a tough deal. It's a tough deal. The numbers don't work very well, but we're kind of committed to trying to figure out a way to make this deal work. So we work with a credit enhancement, company, someone that specializes in bringing credit enhancement to bear, and trying to figure out how to make that work. So that's something that is very important. A few things about credit issues. I just mentioned collateral. Collateral is something that usually, with the help of folks here at this table and in other places, we can usually work around some issues in collateral. It's harder to work around issues in cash flow. So that's the first thing we're going to be looking at when you come, to look at your projected cash flow or look at what your historical cash flow has been, because that's the source of repayment for the loans. That's where we're going to be, really heavily focused. Some other issues as well.